Things are about to get fast and furious, and the skis are in the water. Straight into the ski final here. Women up first, and they'll be a little bit happier, Jack, because they'll be sitting out of the water for this one, but that wind will be blowing on them.
Well, they are on top of the water, so they will be that little bit warmer, but the cold wind, as you said, Josh, down here in Torquay doesn't let up, and we're probably lucky it's not as cold as it was yesterday, so the girls will be a little bit more comfortable than what they were yesterday, where it was 16 degrees on top of the water and 15 degrees in the water.
Ooh, that's cold. We've had 3 rounds and 3 different winners so far, so can we make it 4 in a row here? Off and away. A couple of the girls are not ready on the line, so the starter's going off a little bit half-cocked there, but Hannah Minogue, no dramas at all. She is on and away, and maybe a half ski length in front of the girls that are around her, and it looks like it's probably affected that right-hand side more so than the left-hand side, because the girls on the left have flown out the back at the moment. No dramas at all from the girl from Half Moon Bay there. That's Maddie Hurst. She's off to an absolute flyer, and maybe the local knowledge helped.
Well, former Anglesea competitor moved to Half Moon Bay because she was struggling for teammates over there at Anglesea, and Half Moon Bay have a lot of very good ski paddlers. She's based up in Melbourne. It gives her some training partners to go and paddle, and from what I've heard, she's pushing the boys along. The boys at Half Moon Bay are looking behind, and if they let up at all, if Russell Fox decides to turn it off at one session, Maddie Hurst is right there pushing him along.
Oh, I love it. I love it when the girls get up, they chick the guys there. Danielle McKenzie straight off the board race, straight into the ski, and she is still doing the same job there, sitting back in third alongside Hannah Minogue, the defending Australian ski race champion. Naomi Scott got plenty of work to do further back in the field at the moment, but still on the front. Maddie Hurst, a great job so far, and I think that's Georgia Laird in there in second place, the Burnie paddler. So the Tasmanian, the Victorian, the New South Welshman, and the Queenslander, that's our top 4. The summer of surf goes everywhere, and they come from everywhere for these races, as Minogue goes past McKenzie, sneaks up on the inside, and don't expect her to let up heading into this can.
Well, it's a battle of states, Josh, and as the girls head across to that final turning can on the ski and head for home, who will get the best of it? At the moment, Hurst is out in front. She's going to get the first look at it when she turns that final can and heads for home, using the ocean and trying to pick up a wave off Torquay Point.
Well, this might be a bit of a reality check for Minogue and McKenzie, because they've been racing each other all summer long so far up north and haven't really seen much of the southern talent, but there's definitely girls who can ski paddle down here. Hurst and Laird are showing the best in the business how it's done at the moment, and I wouldn't count them out for the Aussie titles later in the year. You take them north, pretty flat conditions up there, and they're going to be in the mix at come the Australian Championships at the end, but Minogue just pushes her way across there and lets Hurst go. She's going to take the straight line. The rest of the field know where it's at. Torquay Point, head right, get yourself a wave, and hopefully the rest of the field misses it.
Well, here comes the bubble, Josh, and the girls are working on it. It looks like the girls on that right-hand side of our screen have got the best of it at this stage, straight down it, and that's definitely going to hold them all the way through to the beach, as McKenzie and Hurst over in the centre of your screen, or the top of your screen, will have to work a little bit more as it fills up in that deeper water.
Down the bottom, Laird was a little bit wobbly there. The girl from Burnie in Tasmania, she just struggled ever so slightly. Minogue on her own in the middle, maybe a little bit more green water for Hurst, and McKenzie at the top there. So let's see how this plays out. They're going to have to jump off the skis, run up across the line. Don't forget your paddle. So the girls are down there pushing very, very hard at the moment. Maybe on that right-hand side, we've seen it all day. That's been the best place to get off. McKenzie's there. She's just been stitched up in the board race by Kira Kinsey. Will it happen again? Maddie Hurst at the top of the screen. Minogue in the middle. Georgia Laird, I think, is just a little bit too far down at the moment. The girls are up and away. McKenzie's gone super hard. Minogue's over. Minogue stumbles. She's gone the body surf. Oh, the girls have forgotten the paddles. A couple of the girls have forgotten the paddles. So's Georgia Laird. Hannah Minogue, she spat the dummy there. McKenzie's the only one who'd read the rule book, and she gets the win. Devastating for a couple of the girls there. They've left the paddles behind. A silly rule if you ask me, but you've got to stick to the rules there. The only place they do it in is in Victoria. McKenzie, it looks like Maddie Hurst got across there for second, and Georgia Laird went back. That allowed Kirsty Higginson and Lucinda Kelly to sneak up into fourth and fifth. Minogue eventually got there, ahead of Lana Rogers and Nicole Glasson, but Danielle McKenzie bided her time, did the right job when she got off and sprinted to the line there. The rest of the girls were in a class of their own.
Oh, the Iron Woman was bloody hard, but I actually really enjoyed it. The changing of leads just made it really exciting, and although the swim was my weakest, I managed to get back with the board and the ski, and yeah, finished 5th. It wasn't the best of starts. They're quite quick down here, but hey, yeah, just paddled around the cans, sitting in a nice 4th position and comfortable enough to put me on the front rave. Yeah, it definitely is. I've been putting in 2 weeks of really hard training at Northcliffe and absolutely loving it, loving training with the girls, and yeah, just all the hard work finally pays off. Ready for racing next weekend.
Oh, she loves it, and she goes to the top of the overall point score. Minogue 3 points behind. She'll be ruining the fact she left the paddle behind. And young gun Lucinda Kelly from Alexandra Headland, she is a star of the future. I guarantee she will win an overall point score one day. Further down the page, these girls are still in it if they want it bad enough, but they've got some work to do.